have decided to get Karen to come and help me with telling me if she thinks that this watermelon is ripe. So I'm going to cut a piece for her and get her reaction. 5 days ago, I picked this watermelon to see if it was ripe because it is now time to pick the watermelons. I'm going to pick one of these sugar baby watermelons. And I was just watching M.I. Gardner, and he picked his watermelons, and he said when you start to see marks on it and that something has been trying to eat it, that might mean that it's ready to be picked.
Make sure that the tendrils are starting to look dry, like leaves, and this one certainly does.
You can see this right here. Dry and dry.
And also a good sign is that they are starting to show some animal scratches, so even animals are starting to take interest in this.
That did not
so we don't want it to let it go to waste. So
thud. It should probably sound like that too. It should have like a thud to it. What does the belly look like? Can you roll it over? Oh, it's nice and round. Oh, wow, that's super cool.
Yeah, it's starting to maybe yellow a little bit, but not too much at all.
Yeah, it seems really uniform.
I purchased these watermelon seeds from the Dollar Tree store in April, and I planted them out. I started to see some sprouting, and I was so excited about this. I didn't really want to take it outside just yet, so what I did was I brought it outside, let it get some sun, and then brought it back inside. But then I had this little makeshift greenhouse, and I put the watermelon seedlings in there, and they started to thrive. It is not ready yet. Let's see. I think I was just a little too anxious, maybe. Well, you could see the seeds forming and everything. Let me just get a little taste of it and see what we get here. It's getting there. It's a little soft in the center here. It's not there yet. Unfortunately, that watermelon was not ripe and needed some more time to become more ripe. I discovered this watermelon out in the garden while looking at the front garden. I had planted a watermelon plant there, and it got kind of overtaken by all of the other things, by the squash and the purple perella and all the other plants. Good morning, and this is Catherine's garden. Just wanted to show you what is happening to the garden right now. And my purple perella, they have now changed color. They were a deep, deep purple color, like this. And now they've transitioned into this color. Let's look at the back of the leaves. They're definitely seeding. And then even this particular weedy thing, its leaves are changing also. My hydrangea the leaves are looking like they want to change as well. And the squash is pretty much done. Their leaves have begun to wither and to change. So let's go in here and take a look and see what is going on. Look at what I've discovered. What a massive looking squash. And these plumes of the hydrangea tree are so huge. Things have really dried up and shriveled up. The phlox is done. The yellow flowers are finished. And the garden is just really in a state of, completion. But this color is so pretty. Here's another squash. I'm going to need to harvest it as well. Now in here, I see a watermelon. Wow, look at that. Yeah, I had planted the watermelon here and kind of allowed it to just do its thing. And it just got so overgrown. But look at that. Let's see. Oh, it is ready to harvest. Look. Tendril. I'm going to just pull this. It's small. It's small, but it looks ready. Look at that. I'm going to cut this. The bottom is yellow. It's definitely ready. Wow. Oh, it broke. I think when I just dropped it. It broke when I dropped it. So I think it's really ready to eat. Let's go and check it out. And I didn't think that it was getting enough. I didn't think that it was going to get enough sun, and I had kind of given up on it. But now in my little walkthrough, and you were there with me, I've discovered it here. And now look at the bottom. It is really ready here. I dropped it and it burst open, but the end here was very dry. And when I cut off the end, it had already shriveled from the vine. So let's cut it open fully and see what happens. See if it is ripe. Is the watermelon ripe? Okay, so as you can see, when I dropped it, it cracked open. So I'm going to just use that spot and just cut it open. Oh, look what we have here. I'm not sure about this. It doesn't look very sweet at all. I mean, the seeds are well developed, and you can see that the rind is there. Let me taste it and see. It's very, very watery, and it's not really sweet. Even though it was developed, it still doesn't taste that good. Kind of watery. That's what we've gotten. Oh well. So my thinking is, how does one get a sweet watermelon? And is it because it was tucked under the ground there and it didn't really get a lot of sun that it is watery like this? Or what would cause it to not, really have the flavor that I'm looking for? After cutting open the other watermelon there, I'm thinking strongly about cutting open one of these watermelons, because I think that these should be a little bit more ripe or sweet tasting. Now, I'd hate to be too presumptuous about it, but I think I'm going to try out this one. Yeah. The tendril is brown, and it's looking kind of beat up. I don't know, because I had put it on rested it on something. I think maybe that it's a good size though. Let's look at this one. This is showing a little more browning here. But I think this other one is bigger, so I'm going to go with this one. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. Oh, look at this. I didn't even see that. But I don't think that they have a chance because it's going to get kind of cold. And so I think I'm going to try it now. That's it. It's done. It's big. That's what it looks like. Alright, so let's take it in. Alright, so this watermelon seems to measure out about, I would say, right here. So that's 7 inches. And it's much bigger than the other one that we just cut open. So we're going to see what is happening inside this one. You could look at the end here. It's still kind of a little green, but the temperature is going to be dropping a whole lot, and this looks very dry here. Because it was resting on a piece of brick, I didn't want it to rest directly on the dirt. I think that stopped it from getting that yellow bottom, because this one was resting directly on the soil. So let's cut it open and see what we have. So here we go. Here's the watermelon, and let's just cut into it and see what we get. Seems to be very watery. All right. Let's open it up. Ooh. It looks like it's ready. But is it ripe and how does it taste? That's the question. But just looking at it, I mean, it's definitely a watermelon. Let's kind of measure it in. Yeah, about 7 inches. All right. Much better. Much better. It's not bad at all. All right, I don't trust my own taste buds because the other one, the small one, did not taste good. Both of them kind of look the same. Have decided to get Karen to come and help me with telling me if she thinks that this watermelon is ripe. So I'm going to cut a piece for her and get her reaction. It is very watery. Of course, it's watermelon, but I kind of sampled it, and it tasted good to me, but it also tasted...
Just cut a piece right there, honey.
Watery. Okay. Okay. So here is her piece. Go ahead. And give me your reaction.
Pretty good.
It's good?
I think it's the best one you've ever done.
Oh, wow. Yay! Is the watermelon ripe? Yes. This one is great. She's giving it a thumbs up. This is, she said, the best one that I've ever done. I am so encouraged. This is remarkable. Now this is encouraging me to go and get the other watermelons because I'm wondering if this one is ripe and ready, juicy and ready to go. I don't want the others to sit there and to rotten or to lose their flavor. So I think I'm going to pick those other watermelons and bring them in, and then we will taste test them and see how things turn out. So let's go back out there and collect the other watermelon. So I've cut up some of the watermelon and I'm just enjoying it. I'm enjoying the watermelon, and it was just so delicious and sweet and very watery. I believe it was very much full with water because it had rained the night before, and that the watermelon had soaked in a lot of that rain. And I'm going to save the seeds of the watermelon for next year so that I can actually plant these seeds in the ground, because I know that this watermelon was successful and made it in my garden, and so I believe that its offspring, the seeds, will do well in the ground in my garden. This has been just a wonderful day and a treat to be able to eat the watermelon. I have some more of it. I'm going to juice it as well and just enjoy it. It's so fresh and refreshing, especially because I have a slight cold, and so the coolness of the watermelon going down my throat just feels so good. The forecast is saying that the temperatures will be dropping very low, and so the garden will be probably falling apart even more. A lot of this will be dying back. So it is truly time to clean up the garden. I just wanted to give you one more look at it in this state. Oh, look at this. Okra. Look at that, the young okra. chrysanthemums here that grew back from last year. It is cool though. Well, you're going to be saying farewell, farewell to my urban cottage garden. And I have a lot of cleanup to do. And I'm going to plant some bulbs. Comment down below. Have you begun your fall cleanup? And are you still harvesting vegetables and fruits from your garden? I'm going to continue the process because I have this one and a couple of others more to harvest. And I want you to be informed of how well this is going along. Is the watermelon ripe? If you like this video, then like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button, and make sure you come back. Thank you so much for coming and spending some time with me here in Catherine's garden. Bye.